In this video, I break down the signs that show when a woman really isn't into you and why this is so crucial to catch early on in the dating process. Are you ready? Let's dive on in. So, say you've gone out on a first, second, third date with this woman. You take her to a great restaurant with great food, nice romantic ambiance. She's dressed up looking great and you're not really sure if the chemistry is there, it's not flowing as much, but you're thinking, maybe you're in your head, maybe you're doubting yourself, maybe because you feel like this woman is out of your league. Go through the date with her. And then something interesting happens. The check comes, you sign the check, you pay your bill, and you notice that she either excused herself, went to the bathroom, stayed for a while, and left you there alone at the table, came back, maybe not apologized, or didn't go to the bathroom, but while you were signing the check, she was completely distracted and disinterested. And she goes to grab her phone and she's doing this. What would come up for you when that happens? It's obvious some things that she's showing right away that's telling you that she's not into you. I want you to look a bit deeper because some men tend to miss this in the beginning stages and can overlook this when the woman is attractive, when she's hot, and she's maybe popular out in the public eye, and somehow she's, landed on you and going out on a date with you. And maybe you're even putting her on a pedestal and really self doubting and believing that this woman is so far out of your league that you're ignoring the signs that she may not be interested in you at all. A lot of these women, they'll go out for a meal grab to get a free date, a free meal, you know, a chance to dress up and look great without having to pay for it. I want to make sure that you know the signs. So here we go. One thing you want to pay attention to if you're going to be on a date with her that requires, like, obviously you're not going to the movies where the conversation is going to be less because you're present with the movie and wanting to know what's going on. But if you're taking someone out to dinner, you want to pay attention first to her body language. Is she distracted constantly, disinterested, in her phone a lot, not really engaged in the conversation, which also includes her lack of curiosity for you, her lack of asking you questions, or her lack of asking you deeper questions? Is she doing all the talking about herself when you do talk? And are you the only one just asking questions because you're genuinely curious about her and the type of woman she is, and you really want to get to know her and the conversation, the flow of the conversation? Is there a lot of breaks in the conversation where it even seems a little bit awkward in the silent moments? Pay attention to what she's ordering off the menu. Is it something that she really likes and enjoys, or she's just trying to order the most expensive thing? I'm being really honest here. Those are things you want to look at, even if money is not an issue for you. It's not about the money. It's about, is she taking advantage of you or not? These are some signs that will show you right away that she's not fully into you. Does she easily avoid any type of physical touch, even if it's something very little, like a brush up against her arm, something very subtle? Like I said, maybe this is in the beginning stages of dating her, so you might not want to, like, grab her, obviously, or put your hands around her waist. But is she avoiding, like, you took her out once and the end of the night, is she avoiding just like hugging you? Pay attention to her facial expressions. You definitely want to pay attention if she's not giving you that much eye contact. Last but not least, just as important, pay attention to if she's expressing any thankfulness, any appreciation for the dates that you've planned, whether this is the first date or this is, like I said, the second, third, or maybe even the fourth date. Does she reciprocate what you're investing in her and the time that you're taking? Is she telling you that she feels taken care of when you plan dates like this? Is she excited to go out on these dates that you've planned? Does she say thank you? Does she follow up with you after the date or answer your follow up when you text her. Did you get home safely? Or you call to make sure she got home safely? Or did she follow up the next day to say anything about, like, thank you so much? I had such a great time with you. I'm so excited to see you again. Things like that, little things like that, you're going to know right away. And if she's not doing those things, then you know that she's not really into you. You know, maybe she was in the beginning, but she doesn't feel as attracted to you as she was compared to maybe you met her online. But she's not being honest about it and not letting you go so that you can move on. And you're not letting her go because, again, you might be putting her on a pedestal. You may be doubting yourself. You may be thinking that, you know, you're so excited and you feel so attracted to her physically, and you are not connecting with her on a deeper level, but you're ignoring that because you're so physically attracted to her that you're ignoring these signs. So you want to pay attention to things like this. And this is why I'm such a fan of doing something very simple on the first date, like a coffee date, going to the park, going out for a drink just to meet, and not dinner or anything that's going to be long and grandiose. Not now, because you're just starting to figure out if you want to continue forward with this woman. And she's figuring that out too. But I want to make sure you're not out here getting taken advantage of, or not letting her potential or how hot she is get in the way of your clear judgment. Making sure you don't waste your time investing time, energy, and money into moving forward with her when she's not even reciprocating the same interest at all. You want to be able to filter these women out in the beginning without having to take them out on a date. But like I said, sometimes men don't detect this early on, and a woman might not show this to you early on in the beginning stages. And before I end, if she ever asks you in the beginning, can she invite her friends? Like, say you asked her out on a great date and she asked you, can she invite her friends too, and expecting you to pick up the bill, you know she doesn't like you. Make sure you set your boundaries and say no to her. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that helps and keeps your radar up. And make sure you're investing in a woman who's matching your interest. If you like this video, like it, push that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.